This is my presentation comparing Bach's Christmas Oratorio and Jason Lord's Rotating Brains. So Johann Sebastian Bach's Christmas Oratorio, I will be focusing on the first cantata, and it has 9 movements, cantata form. And the timpani introduction, which I circled in the score, the timpanist uses traditional grip, which is very uncommon nowadays. Usually people use German grip, which is both palms face down, or French grip, which is both thumbs faced up for timpani playing nowadays. And another difference is the lowest drum is on the right, and usually the lowest drum is on the left, at least it is in America. It utilizes polyphony, homophony, and ascending and descending scales. The instrumentation, it has soprano, alto, tenor, and bass solos for the choral part. The orchestra includes timpani, as I said earlier, 2 flutes, 2 oboes, strings, 3 trumpets, bassoon, cellos, string bass, and organ. And I thought the performers did an amazing job. I didn't hear any mistakes. I'm sure there was some, but I didn't catch any. And here's the first little section. You can see how one hand is face up and one's face down. That's the traditional grip. So the first movement alludes to the great jumps and dynamics and celebratory sound from the name. It's has a celebratory sound to it. I really like it. It's nice and upbeat. Here's the more somber middle section. And then here's one of the later movements. I think it has a nice little resolve towards the end of it. This is Jason Lord's Rotating Brains. It's ternary form. I thought it was kind of aria because it has like an ABA feel to it, but the third A is too different to really be considered the same as the first A. It includes crotales, glockenspiel, vibraphone, 2 marimbas, 2 sets of bongos, 4 sets of concert toms, a floor tom, and a ribbon crasher, and it's made for 4 players. It's published in 2016, so it makes it a 21st century piece versus Bach's, which is a Baroque era. It's very silly, upbeat, and a very vibrant piece with a lot of outbursts from different instruments. The melody is repeated phrasing in the mallet parts, and the drum melodies are almost seemingly jagged and syncopated because of overlaying quarter note triplets and quarter notes. And it's homophony with a lot of accompaniment, and the texture is very bombastic in the beginning because of the drums barging in and out, but it has a delicate and eerie sounding middle with slow climb and fall of the bell notes. And here's how it sounds. And then here's the middle section. And then it goes back to the nice, fast ending part. And then comparing and contrasting for the similarities, they both contain homophony and contain sections of lots of excitement and booming sounds, upbeat, and both have a somewhat somber middle section. Bach's piece contains only one percussion instrument, specifically timpani, while Lord's contains only percussion instruments. Bach's cantata form, while Lord's is ternary. Lord utilizes technology from the 21st century with a pre-made soundtrack in the back of the ensemble, and Bach's piece is much longer and made for a larger ensemble, while Lord's piece is short. For Bach's piece, I learned that I prefer to listen to deeper voices of adults than the higher voices of children. And for Lord's piece, it was honestly one of my least favorite percussion ensembles that I've heard my bandmates play. But I learned from that one that even if you dislike a piece that you play or listen to, or that you play, that doesn't mean you don't put in like all your effort or 100% effort and you don't practice and stuff. You still practice and do your best. As you can tell, that recording, it's sounded good. All the notes were right for the most part. And one of my friends played in that piece and she really disliked the ensemble, but she still gave it all of her effort. And that's very impressive. And yeah, that's my presentation. Thank you.